So I really need to learn how to restore leather, and I happen to have picked up these old pair of ice skates from a barn that I helped clear out a while ago. They're actually my size. I just tried skating in them and they actually seem to hold together okay. So let's experiment with trying to restore these. If I happen to fail at it and they don't come out as a usable item, that's fine. They were about to go in the trash anyway. But if they do, that'd be pretty cool too. So I think it's a nice learning experience. First of all, I want to try some Neatsfoot oil because I've heard that can do wonders for old dried out leather. And interestingly enough, this was actually made in Litchfield, Illinois, which is like 10 miles from where I live, more like 13 miles. It's the roller derby Aeflyte. So that's kind of interesting. It was made very close to my house. That's got to be like 1970s or so. Well, to start off, let's get a good look at the leather. I've already tried washing it several times, and honestly, a lot of this stuff is really well caked on here. The leather's eaten up, it's scratched in many places. It also comes apart very easily. Like for instance, this back piece cracked on me whenever I was ice skating with it. And the inside is very mixed. We have a little bit of mold, very cracked cloth and leather and whatnot. Base seems somewhat okay in this shoe. This one has a little bit more damage in it. Looks like a mouse might have lived in it a while ago, especially near the toes, way down in here. But overall, I think it's at least a good learning experience. As for the blades, this is the part that I'm the least worried about because I have a good amount of experience with cleaning up metal and finishing metal and whatnot, so I'm sure that I can put whatever finish I need on here. I imagine having a nice smooth surface on the bottom with very sharp edges on each side would be very good. This one's a bit more rusty, but oh well. Nothing that a little bit of action on the grinder and the wire wheel won't fix. I found this rusty blade to be very, very difficult to skate on. Oh wow, that is an interesting smell to it. I don't think I've ever really smelled Neatsfoot oil before. I'm going to try with just a washcloth. And I believe I can just wipe it on there. Like so. Well, that soaked it up pretty fast. I imagine this would be a lot like linseed oil, boiled linseed oil, in that actually, you know, it smells a lot like boiled linseed oil. Probably not the same thing though. But either way, probably very similar in the fact that old dried out leather will probably soak up a lot of this before it's happy. I'm most likely putting way too much on, but well, better on this than something that's actually important, you know? It's not bad. Now let's go to the other one. Let that one sit. It has some machine on it, but it looks like that's actually kind of soaking up still. I'm very worried about this section right here where it's been folded over and all the surfaces come off. Well, that is probably good enough for the first try. I would hate to put too much on there and then just kind of like this gets oily. This one doesn't pop and crackle as much as before whenever I move it, so I guess it's not so stiff anymore. It just seems more flexible and it's not cracking, you know. So it's been 2 days and it feels a lot better, but I think it could go for one more coat. And then my mother gave me some of this. It's mink oil, and that should also help with softening it up because some of these sections, especially right here, they're still, it would crack if I bend it too much. So we should do that. Oh. funny how all these little hooks get all bashed around and stuff. So yeah, let's start with a little bit more Neatsfoot oil. Letting that run down a little bit until it reaches down to here. And then I'll wipe it up to here, nice and dark. I could be putting too much in, but, well, that's why I'm experimenting with these old ice skates instead of messing around with something that I actually care about. Whoa! That was way too much. So now I'm going to use this instead of the bottle. I knew that was going to happen eventually. Oh, look at that. Fits in the crack. That's so cool. So it's been another hour, and it seems like it's really softening up, so it's nice. I made sure to get extra Neatsfoot oil into some of the bigger cracks, especially around here, because I figure the cracks are going to be flexed the most, and they, if they weren't like lubricated or moistened or whatever, they have a chance of ripping. Now, since this seems okay, I think I'll leave it at this for now. And let me know, do you think I put too much on? Did I not put enough on? Did I put just right? And should I put some mink oil on? Because honestly, right now it's starting to feel like regular leather. So I'm not too unhappy with that, actually. I might put some more Neatsfoot oil on the top part here, because it seems like I didn't get enough on there. It still makes cracking sounds whenever I move it, but oh well. Well, for now, I have some laces I can put on here. Now, because these laces are actually pretty short, I'm going to have to start skipping some of these. And last time when I used these laces, I couldn't get up to the top loop, but I think it should be fine. At least for now. And now one last thing is to clean up the bottom of this. The blade, that's what it's called. Almost forgot. So this is caked in rust pretty much, and I think going over with a file would help a lot. I plan to do a whole video someday in the future just about sharpening the blades, so that'll be good enough for now. Seeing as we have a chance to test out these ice skates as I improve them, I rode out to the creek, and over here is a wonderful, nice flat spot that we can use for ice skate testing. Some of this ice looks almost like water. Oh shit. These ice skates are a bit too big, but I think they're good enough. Gotta tighten them down a bit extra. Whoa, look at that. Looks like the rocks are being heated up by the sun, and so they're eating away at the ice from underneath. This is really cool. Oh man, the leather works so much better, because before, anytime I would flex like that, I would hear like pops and crackling, and now I hear like normal leather boot sounds. I think I'll definitely need to sharpen it more, because like they're still pretty smooth, and so I can't like actually dig in. So that's unfortunate. But the leather part is improved. So I'm going to get some practice in so my ability to ice skate is going to grow while I restore these ice skates. And so I also don't just look like an idiot all the time. Looks like the leather's actually ripping now. That's a real shame. Maybe I should work on mending leather tears now, because I have a few things that I need to work on that with, so it might be good to learn. But it's still a good idea to experiment with these, because then, well, otherwise they just go in the trash. So might as well. Well guys, I think that's pretty good for now. Good enough for one video. I would like to hear what you guys think I should do with the leather. I'm thinking I should probably see about mending the leather a little bit. Maybe even adding a strip of leather where the laces go through to reinforce that section. Because I think the most of the leather could still work okay, because I'm not going to ice skate that often, so this is not going to get that much use. But I don't know. I think it's improved a little bit. I accidentally tore it, but oh well, that revealed a problem. This ice is all sorts of up and down, so I keep moving around. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya.